Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, angry faithful of all ages. Welcome to the disaster area, the pigsty, the variable cornucopia of just mishaps and absolute tomfoolery that is known as Nerd Sports, episode 216. It's been a lovely weekend so far. It's not been without our hiccups. Mother Nature's doing her best to try to keep the, keep the good man from mowing his yard like a red-blooded American should have the right to do.
It's been coming down hard since like early May. It's just so weird.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Right, so
San Antonio's been hit real hard. And
so, I mean, being is that we're not kings here, I'm going to turn things over to our esteemed producer, David Dickerman, for this week's Weird Sport. David, take it away.
This week's Weird Sport, it's called 360 Ball. It's I don't even know. It's like tennis.
It's like pickleball with extra steps.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or no, it's like squash. Or no. It's racquetball with spike ball mixed in, I think.
Yeah. God, he painted to that wall.
I did see a new game that I want to check out called Ramps. So
Ramps?
it's like skee ball and cornhole mixed into one, and you can buy the kits for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You slide, I guess it's a puck or something like that. There we go. On these ramps, and it launches to the other box, right?
Yeah.
And it's got scoring zones. There's a hole. If you get the hole, it's like 10 points, and then the blue lines are 5 points, the red lines are 1 point, kind of a thing. And I'm like, that actually kind of looks pretty cool. But I'm sure, like anything new and hybrid, it's going to be vastly overpriced. But
I don't know if you knew this, but Ramps is actually huge in the Special Olympics community.
Really?
I mean, you can't get anywhere without ramps. I mean, anybody who's anybody.
Some of them.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of the best Special Olympians elevate themselves because of ramps.
I do not apologize for that at all.
I mean, it's. I mean, some of these things just beg to be taken.
I absolutely had to. Direct all your comments at me.
Oh man. Okay, so, I mean, the Red Sox have they've managed to win 5 or 6 in a row, something like that. Anyway, so they go into Father's Day weekend, hosting the New York Yankees, whom they just recently played in New York, where they took 2 out of 3. So they played them again in a 3-game series at Fenway Park. Aaron Judge struck out like 9 times. He went 1 for 11 during the course of the series. And the New York Yankees got back on their dump truck and went back to New York, having the shit whipped out of them via way of the sweep. So everybody's like, hey, yeah, above 500 again. It's all good. I mean, it doesn't take a lot to make a Red Sox fan happy. Just, win. And then out of nowhere, like what seemed like 20 minutes later, I mean, I understand it was a couple hours, but I digress. Get breaking news from Major League Baseball. And then my Twitter, or X, started exploding because all the Red Sox follows that I've got and all the notifications going off. Rafael Devers got traded to the San Francisco Giants. I'm like, what?
At least get anything good?
Yeah, we're actually, you know what? Yeah. And let me get into this. Okay, so what happens is that the Red Sox get Oh, here we go. They get right-handed pitcher Jordan Hicks, left-handed pitcher Kyle Harrison, San Francisco's number 4 overall prospect, an outfielder by the name of James Tribbs III, and right-handed pitcher Jose Bello. Now, in addition to San Francisco taking Rafael Devers from us, we get some much needed arms. We get a good prospect in the way of James Tribbs. Like, okay, all right, cool, all right. But the best part is that the San Francisco Giants agreed. They agreed to take. He was in the okay. Now, bear in mind, Devers was in the second year of a 10-year deal worth $313.5 million. Right. The San Francisco Giants are going to take all of that contract.
Whoa! What?
All that money just came off the books. Got us out of the tax cap. Now, there's a lot of people that are like, that are like, this is the Mookie Betts trade all over again. And people are pissed off. But then I started looking at it. I really started reading like the tea leaves a little bit, going all the way back to spring training. Okay. Remember the little rants that I had about, hey, look, you're just the player. You're under contract by your employer. You do what you're told, i.e., if you're told you're going to DH, you're going to DH. Right. If you're asked to play another position, you're going to learn that position, right?
Right.
Well, Rafael Devers, after he had his little coming to Jesus meeting with Alex Cora, started hitting like top 5 hitter in all of baseball kind of a thing, right? Went on an incredibly huge hot streak. I mean, he's out there seeing beach balls coming off the mound, right? He's just putting everything into play. And then Alex Bregman goes down with a quad injury. And everybody's like, well, are we going to ask Devers to play third? No, we're not going to ask him to play third. Because, I mean, he was even grumbling then. He was like, what do you want me to do? It's like, you can't, you asked me to do one thing. Now you want me to go back and do another. So they make some moves and, they call a couple of people up. Tristan Casas goes down with a torn ACL over on first base. So now we're like, okay, is Rafael Devers going to have to learn how to play first base? No, well, Christian Campbell's been holding that down for, pretty well. And then, we made a couple more moves, called some people up. And, so it just basically Rafael Devers just has done a lot of complaining. He's done a lot of bitching, a lot of moaning, a lot of, I'm not going to do this because I make this amount of money. Well, dude, contracts are just more suggestions than they are guidelines in any major professional sport these days. So maybe you might want to, read the room a little bit. The principal owner of the Fenway Sports Group kind of just had enough and told Breslow to fucking get rid of him. Just make the moves and do what you need to do. Get us what you need. And I mean, of course, you got your people with their knee-jerk reactions, like, investigate the team, fire Alex Cora, fire Breslow. I mean, even Jared Carrabis, love that guy. He's got the Section 10 podcast. He's a MLB Network contributor. Does a lot of things for like Barstool, stuff like that too. But, he has a unique take on it. He really kind of goes into it and he breaks it down. But at the end of the day, it's one of those situations where it's like, okay, yes, Devers has been the catalyst for a lot of the offensive outbursts that the Red Sox have had so far to this point in the year. But at what point is enough?
Right.
You can't sit there and have somebody tear the organization down by openly telling the manager and the coaching staff and the owners, I'm not going to do what you want me to do because I'm throwing a big fit, right? And
At what point does that become more detrimental than his contributions?
Right. And I saw something from David Ortiz. And David Ortiz went out there and he goes, I mean, he was very, and this is coming from Yahoo Sports. So the byline on it is Chris Wick, a contributing writer, dated today. Says legendary Boston Red Sox designated hitter David Ortiz understands why the team traded Rafael Devers. In his first comment since the deal, Ortiz took the team's side, saying, "You have to give the club the benefit of the doubt." That's a departure from Ortiz's take earlier in June when he seemed to agree with Devers' decision to stick at designated hitter following an injury to first baseman Tristan Casas. At the time, Ortiz said he's doing great as the DH. They asked for it, and he's doing great as the DH, right? So it's like, okay, you've got something clicking here, something working for Devers. He's able to stay healthy. He's not out there committing errors, giving up runs in on defense, right? Because if everybody that remembers, you go back to last season, and it was like he led the world in defensive errors at third base. So he gave up a lot of runs via his errors. Okay. So, but following Sunday's deal, which saw Devers traded to the San Francisco Giants, Ortiz reversed course, implying that ego and maturity played a role in the team's decision per The Athletic. He said, quote, "The organization is always going to be there. Players come and go. As a player, sometimes you've got to put your ego aside and understand that once you get paid, you've got to find a way to do what you're told." That's a message for all young players who think that they turn out to be bigger than the game. I'm not saying that Devers was like that. He's humble. He's a good kid. But sometimes when you're young and immature, you don't realize that. Now, Ortiz explained that he experienced friction with the Red Sox during his career, but was mature enough to understand and keep things internal. This wasn't the case for Devers, who made multiple public comments about his dissatisfaction with the Red Sox's approach to having him change positions. Now, after signing Alex Bregman in the offseason, the team asked Devers to play the DH. Now, he bristled at the idea before eventually signing off on it. And a few weeks later, the aforementioned Tristan Casas went down with a season-ending injury via the ACL tear. Now, the Red Sox then approached Devers about playing first, and he refused and ripped the president of baseball operations, Craig Breslow, in the process. Despite all that drama, Devers was putting up numbers. He recovered and was hitting .272, .401, .504. Those were his slash lines at the time of the trade. Now, he'll take a career high .152 on base percentage to San Francisco. Now, while Devers was careful to avoid directly throwing Devers under the bus, he did imply that Devers' youth prevented both sides from reconciling. He goes, "I think it would be easier if they pay you that kind of money to go, fuck it, let's do it. But players' egos play a big role sometimes. I've seen it with so many players, Sammy Sosa, A-Rod, my friend Manny Ramirez, you name it. And guess what? At the end of the day, you know you did wrong. Once you mature, you understand." So, and I'm like, okay. And that's not necessarily David Ortiz, in my mind, taking the company line, because, I mean, he's retired. He's in the Hall of Fame as a member of the Red Sox. Single-handedly, he is the greatest designated hitter to ever play the game. Okay, he leads the world in in stats for that position.
He has no company
line. he doesn't.
His own company line.
But at the same time, David Ortiz understands that he is still the model for a lot of these young players, especially the ones coming from the Dominican Republic. So, I hope, I want to see Rafael Devers flourish. I want to see him do well wherever it is that he ends up going, anywhere except New York. But I think that, being in San Francisco, I mean, as soon as that trade was announced, I mean, we're talking games that were in progress. Like the Dodgers game was going on when that trade was announced, and they happened to be they were doing a on-air interview from the dugout with Clayton Kershaw, the Los Angeles pitcher. He was like, "Man, that trade, what about it, right?" He goes, "Definitely San Francisco got a lot better." So it
I'd
I
still
think
be
I
interested
think
in
go
being
ahead.
a fly on the wall and hearing how that deal went down to be able to take that entire contract. That is a huge chunk to have to carry over.
Well, Craig Breslow probably impressed upon the San Francisco hierarchy that their offense sucks. And with Devers taking his 152 on base percentage, I think it was, over there, he's definitely going to be that spark plug. He's going to be that catalyst that is going to ignite that offense over there, because he's got power to both fields. He can go oppo taco almost anytime he wants. And when he pulls a pitch, it's gone. It stays gone forever, right? I mean, they need to do a Law and Order SVU episode about what Rafael Devers does to these baseballs, because they all had families. And I think Rafael Devers is going to put a lot of baseballs in McCovey Cove, playing at Levi Park. So it's going to be interesting to see, how he does things. I mean, the San Francisco Giants have already put out the tweet with Rafael Devers wearing San Francisco Giant gear. I mean, the only thing that's going to be different for Rafael Devers is going to be, obviously change of time zones. It's definitely going to be a shock to his travel, to a system via the, how much travel that they're going to have to do. But I mean, going from the American League East, which is by far probably one of the most competitive divisions in all of sports, to the National League West, which in its own right, it's a competitive division, because you still got San Francisco, you still got San Diego, you still have Los Angeles, and then believe you've got Colorado that's in that division still too. But maybe no, it's Arizona. Arizona's in that division. So, I mean, those are still stout teams that you got to compete against multiple times a year. So, I mean, they're going to see a lot of each other. A lot of these National League pitchers have never faced off against Rafael Devers, so his numbers are going to spike, pretty well. I mean, now the scouting reports are going to be there for a reason, but I think that this just needs to be a life lesson. And I think David Ortiz really kind of summed it up when he was like, when you mature, you'll understand, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's a business. And if they're paying you 300 something, anything north of, I mean, if you're making millions of dollars playing a game, period, it doesn't matter what the size of the contract is. You need to understand that you are disposable, because the next greatest thing is just behind you in the pipeline. And if you make too many waves, if you make waves at all, and the wrong person gets their feathers ruffled, see you later. Fare thee well, Felicia, you're gone. So, like I said, I want to see him do well, but at the same time, I want him to mature. And I think that this is going to be unfortunately, the only way to do it. And, maybe the change of venue is going to be good for him. And I mean, I certainly hope that it's not going to be one of those situations where he goes to these teams that are willing to pay that kind of money and he ends up staying on the IL for, a majority of the rest of the contract, kind of a deal. So, because I think at the end of the day that would ultimately tarnish his legacy with the game, and nobody wants to see that. So,
Well, let me ask you this, because you spent a lot of time talking about how it's going to affect on the Giant side. How is Boston going to have to make adjustments on their side now to fill in that offensive gap that they have now?
This is the perfect opportunity for Jarren Duran to step up and become the face of the team. He's young, he's strong, he's quick, and I mean, he seems to be the vocal leader that's left. Now Rafael Devers, it is noteworthy that he was the last remaining member of the 2018 World Series team. So this team got a lot younger yesterday. So
do you see this as a net positive for Boston?
I do, honestly, because pitching is premium in the AL East. So the fact that Boston went out and got several good arms. They have already optioned Harrison to AAA, and it's not because he needs to be down there. It's not because he's bad, obviously, but he's got some things that he needs to work on. So the pitching coaches down there in Worcester are outstanding. So I mean they've done a lot to to get the pitchers that are at the big league level now for Boston ready. And, over the last 6 or 7 games, the pitching for Boston has actually been pretty stout. So we'll see how Boston reacts as far as offensively is going to be concerned, because I mean, with Devers playing DH, it's not a situation where he was contributing to the defense and helping them rack up errors or anything like that. So, I mean, obviously your stars need to step up. I mean, Bregman comes back from injury. He needs to stay healthy. Trevor Story needs to come back, be healthy, and he needs to start producing, because I think this is the last year of his contract too. So, but, but Jarren Duran, definitely, I think he needs to step up, because I mean, he's young. Like I said, I mean, if you've seen this dude, he's freaking like country cock strong, dude. I mean, the dude is just all muscle, and he's one of those guys that can leg out a double and turn it into a triple and then come in standing. I mean, the dude's fast. It's ridiculous. It took him like 10 seconds to get from first to third a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, that's 180 feet.
Yeah.
So, but as it stands right now, I mean, New York's still leading the division. Boston is in 4th place, but they're only 6.5 games back from New York as it stands going into the competition today. Both New York and Boston are on the West Coast. New York is in Anaheim playing the Angels. The Rays, they're in 2nd place, 3.5 back. They're in Baltimore right now. Toronto doesn't play again until tomorrow, and they're going to Arizona. And like I said, the Red Sox are about to start over there in Seattle. So Seattle with Cale Riley, he is a stud of a catcher, and he is putting up some offensive numbers too. So like I said, it's going to be, I hope that we see the offense continue to roll the way that they have been. And it's funny, I need to qualify that statement a little bit, because with their wins that they've had lately, they've done it via small ball, but their pitching has really stepped up and kind of taken that torch and said, hey, just get us the run support that we need to keep us ahead, and we'll keep it close. I mean, or if we're behind, we're going to keep it close enough. Just get us the runs and get us on the board, and we'll take the rest of it. So I think overall, I think it's a net gain for Boston. I did, merchandising sales, jersey sales, T-shirts and shit like that. On the bright side, all the Rafael Devers stuff is about to go on sale, so I might actually go out and get me one of those new City Connect jerseys. But I mean,
you gotta look on the bright side.
Yeah, you got to look on the bright side. So I mean, I saw a tweet. It was this dad. He posted a picture. He got the Rafael Devers new City Connect one, the green one. He got that for a Father's Day present from his kids. He was like, he goes, and there's this.
Great.
He goes, my Father's Day present was relevant for about 30 minutes. So I was like, yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, because somebody's going to come up and they're gonna take that number from him and they're gonna wear it and hopefully they'll do it, justice. But I mean, honestly, if I'm going to spend the money to get one of the authentic City Connect jerseys, which I like it a lot better than I like this one. So, because it's more Fenway, right? It's about the monster. So, I don't know. I mean, I honestly I want a Jaron Duran jersey, like in the worst way. So I don't know. We'll see. But let me see here. Football news.
I got a little bit of football news.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is hilarious. It's kind of nerd sports meets what the hell. Iran military. This will not be a mere demonstration of will or technology capacity. This time, our response will be lethal. Big content guy. Weak schedule. Don't play anybody. Eaten alive in the SEC. Kirby Smart hasn't lost a home game in years, and Iran just got their doors blown off on their own turf. He plays for Texas, Alabama, and Ole Miss at home this year. Surely he drops at least one of, if not more, of these. Not a knock on him, but sweep 3. Now this is actually the thread on Iran's military. It's hilarious. They were talking about football on the Iran's post. I can't play the video because it has like Kickstart Your Heart on it, but yeah.
Week schedule didn't play. Oh, don't play anybody. Oh, okay. See, the way you were reading it, I'm like, I'm lost.
Yeah, I thought it was an article.
I'm like, who the fuck?
Yeah.
Context, David. Context.
That's why I showed
Texas, See, the last two have nothing to do with anything.
No,
I like big content guys, reply. That's peak right there.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So this is topical to the Iran.
Mm-hmm.
But did you see the video or the picture that they put out of that supposed F-35? The Israeli
dude, for a second there, like it looked like a photoshopped cross between an F-35 and a Shield jump jet.
Yes, it did. But then there was another one they put out that was, I swear to God, this thing, if you look at the scale of the people that are standing next to it,
they're bigger than the cars.
F-35 is the size of an aircraft carrier.
Yeah, and then if you look at the people in that picture.
People.
The people in that picture are actually scaled larger than the cars that are parked on the road.
Exactly. So they even still tried to make it look right. It wasn't even close.
I saw a comment. Somebody said, "I hope that this turns out to be another Baghdad Bob," because that was true comedy gold.
Fantastic.
I mean, I loved Baghdad Bob because like we get his daily briefings. He's like, the American soldiers are committing suicide on the walls of Baghdad as a fucking Abrams tank is rolling down the street behind him. That shit was hilarious, dude. I was like, this motherfucker. And you know what? It like after the Iraqi army officially surrendered, he fled the country because he was on the plane on the deck of cards. Yep. But he fled the country and got a job working for Al Jazeera as their media relations contact.
Yep.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yep.
Pretty good at talking about
that tells you the quality of Al Jazeera right there.
Yeah, talking about media though.
Yeah, but the Panthers, the veterans from the Carolina Panthers, talking about football news, are quote sick and tired of losing. So
no way.
Right. And then in keeping with the theme of comedy gold, Dallas Cowboys quarterback Prescott said, "We're focused on winning the Super Bowl this year."
How?
Does that
As
mean they
opposed to what, every
haven't
other
been
year?
focused in previous years? Is that what we're hearing?
Well,
I-
hopefully most of their games are at like sundown. So
Yeah, but they still
might
have
have
to
a
play in
chance.
December.
yeah.
Look, okay, and I say this with all of the love and compassion in my heart, because those of you who know, but you know, there's a condition that dementia patients go through toward the end of the day. It's called sundowning. So playing after the sun goes down, David, might not be the best thing.
Yeah, no. We don't want it to be no Joe Bidening on our watch.
I mean, Dak Prescott crosses the line of scrimmage and then falls off his center. I mean, would that be a good look?
Maybe.
I mean, like,
Depends. If you hate the Cowboys, then yeah, it's a great look.
well, yeah, that is true. If you do hate the Cowboys, but I'm like, I want to know what the odds, what the Vegas odds are, and what the over under is on the number of weeks it's going to take for Jerry Jones to shit his pants in his in the owner's suite.
It's going to be at least 3 times.
David's face says everything right there. Like, I wonder if that's an actual line. Like, oh, what are the odds for that? Oh man. What say you, Colin? You over there sitting all muted.
He is definitely going to go look that up.
He's got his Switch 2 in there with him, I think.
I did not mute myself.
I had to mute him because of the sound vibrations coming in.
Sound vibrations. He's in my walk-in closet where I've got it soundproof because that's
Yeah,
where I do my
but
voiceover work at.
I can hear you yelling from in here.
Oh, well then take that whoopee and hang it on those hooks behind you for an extra layer of sound deadening.
Dang,
in a minute.
Well, I got some news for you, Johnny.
Yelling.
What?
The over under is 1 to 100.
Of him shitting his pants in
Like that's an actual betting line. That is
no way.
That
Okay. Here's the betting line. Here's the betting.
No, well, yeah, we need
just drop it, Colin. You'll be all right.
Shitting in the bed in the context of the team's performance and decision making.
But it's too smooth.
So when you say shit the bed, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but he meant literally shitting.
Yeah. I got it, but
I mean,
I'm kind of curious.
Give it up for David doing the due diligence and trying to get some research done mid-show. Look at you being David on the spot.
Man,
I was like,
and it was time sensitive and relevant.
Yeah,
it was. I was. You literally can bet almost anything, and I'm like, can there be? So I looked it up.
So how much did you drop? You know, you just threw some money on there. How much did you drop?
$100.
Yeah.
David's gonna win, and it's gonna pay back.
I was gonna say, what are you gonna buy me once you win?
Probably a good sucker.
But I have you.
Yeah, I want something a little bit closer so it can annoy you.
But our friend Mountain Man is in a committed, loving relationship.
I am very much.
I'll just give it to Justin.
Oh, ladies, we love you.
I mentioned to her the other day that that you were still waiting for the calendar photos.
Yeah, where are those?
I don't know. I brought it up to her.
You know, it only costs like.
I mean, I got to get into shape. I got to
make
cut
that calendar.
because I was standing in front of the bathroom mirror the other day, and I was like, ugh. All I could see was Chris Farley from the Chippendales skit on SNL. And I mean, I even did the dance. I was like, like that, and like, dude, no.
There was too much extemporaneous movement.
Did you shed a little tear?
Dude. with the kinetic energy that was involved, I mean, I probably could have powered a small city block for about half an hour.
It's like the slap test on Homer Simpson. Woo, look at that baby go.
It's almost as bad as because there's a small leak in my commode, and they need to get new bolts for it. And he was like, "Well, just don't move around too much when you're on it." I'm like, "I'm fucking fat. It's gonna move."
Here's the dirty secret that they're not telling you, David, and you better make sure that they do this for you. That when they go to take the toilet off of the sewer connection there, they better put a new wax ring on it, because once you break that wax ring, you got to replace it every time.
Yep.
So, but the NBA finals are still going on. That's tied at 2 games apiece. With 3:33 left in the second quarter, the Oklahoma City Thunder are up 52-36 right now. That's all I got to say about that.
Did you see Caitlin Clark this weekend?
She is back.
Dude, three
consecutive 3-pointers from the logo. We're talking that's deeper than NBA 3-point range.
Now,
she's out there shooting Steph Curry threes.
Okay, here's my main question though. Is it the same size as a regular NBA floor?
Yeah, it's the same size court.
Okay.
But their 3-point range is from the top of the key, whereas if you look at an NBA 3-point arc, it's like a 2.5, it's like a 1.5, 2 foot difference or whatever.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if there was any kind
of. But she's still shooting from the logo, which is way outside. I mean, that's like a 30 or 40 foot shot.
And Angel Reese is still on benched.
Well, no, she got her first career triple-double yesterday. I mean, and you could definitely tell that the WNBA is in the tank for Angel Reese, trying to help her rebuild her image.
What did they have to move around in order to get those stats? Because they had
they have to they have to add the term "me bound" to the Webster's dictionary.
That's true.
And I think personally, OSHA is investigating the Chicago Sky, and as well as I think it's Nike or no Reebok that she's got her shoe deal with, because I think OSHA is going to require steel toes for her shoes, because that's mandatory footwear for all bricklayers.
Yeah, it is actually. Totally right. And I It really needs.
That will never not make me laugh.
Yeah. I still can't unsee that sloth from Ice Age whenever I see her.
Oh my God.
Right. So in the Lord Stanley Cup finals, the Florida Panthers are up 3-2. Game 5 was 2 nights ago, so that would have been Saturday night in Edmonton. Now, the Edmonton Oilers, if you remember from last season, the last year's playoff run, there was a woman who became viral for the Edmonton Oilers because she flashed her tits during the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she did.
She sure did.
The Edmonton Oilers fan base, as well as some unnamed anonymous executives within the organization, appealed to this woman and begged her to come to the home game for Game 5 to rally the troops.
Oh, sure. Now, didn't they try to ban her?
I think they did. Yeah. So, but But game 6 is tomorrow night in Florida. And what did we say, Chris? It was going to go 6 games.
6 games, and it was going to be 1 in Florida.
Yep. So that looks like that is exactly what's going to happen.
It's on pace for it.
Yeah, it is. It is. Now, before we get into NASCAR,
too, wasn't it going to be a 1-score game in the 6th, and it was going to be scored very, very late in the 3rd period? I believe.
Yeah.
We also did that.
Yeah, we did say that. Now, little programming note. Colin, are you ready for your segment?
Yarp.
Yarp. Okay. Now, with that being said, it was brought to my attention yesterday that somehow, some way, seemingly after what seemed to be like 100 episodes, give or take, we received a minor strike about the music used during the intro and outro for Colin's Joke Time segment. After a prompt "what the fuck" text message that I had sent back in reply to our esteemed producer, David Dickerman, I slaved, I scoured, I produced, I overcame, submitted for y'all's approval, new background music that is, what's the public domain, free music, royalty free?
Yeah.
Without further ado, the new and under protest intro.
Rising from the smoke and haze of desolation comes a Spartan. He is bent on wronging that which has been set right. It's the greatest genetic code ever to exist here for your ears and eyes to feast upon. Spartan Colin, I hope you're bringing the smoke tonight. Someone get me a joke.
I could barely hear the music.
Really?
Yeah, the music is very, very low.
Well,
Which
okay.
honestly, it doesn't bother me that much because it's.
But okay, let me. Well,
So you can hear it just fine. The actual voice comes through just fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
The music.
when I was trying to reproduce these tracks, I had to separate the music from the voice track, and so I got that done. And when I added the new music in, I was like, it's way overpowering, and so I dialed the volume on it back a little bit. I might have to do a little bit of tweaking, but
I would bring it up just a pubic hair.
just a cunt hair. Gotcha.
There you go.
What's
Colin, take it away.
What do you call a pedophile pirate? R. Kelly.
Oh.
Whoa.
That's a good one. Oh yeah.
Okay.
What do you call a stoned kid with Down syndrome? A baked potato.
Oh. Oh.
I'm already going to hell. What the? Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Was that all you had?
Yeah.
Hey, one sec though. What's really sad is the reason why we got a ding. It was on episode 211, and it was a push up because I put it on I unlocked it, but I had to put it up on Spotify.
Yeah.
And when it came back onto YouTube podcast, that's where we got a ding. We already did the episode and we didn't get the ding. But when I re-put it up on for Spotify, we got a ding.
Okay. Well,
Either way.
we shouldn't get a ding now. So, but it is what it is. So
We'll find a way.
the new outro. Here we go.
Slipping out through the fog of war, this Spartan continues the fight. Your souls have become collateral damage in the battle against the flood of moral supremacy. Leave your expectations at the door and marvel before the pillar of tactical prowess. Ladies and gentlemen, angry faithful of all ages, this has been Joke Time with Colin.
That one was just a little bit better, but it still needs to be up just a tiny bit. But
Okay.
that was a little bit better.
Yeah, I'll get it all hammered out and all that good stuff. But yeah, so I was looking for something that was more cinematic, right, and a little bit more like powerful.
Yeah.
Oh, see, he said he didn't have his Switch 2 with him, and I see it right there.
There
I
it is.
didn't say that.
Oh, okay. Well, show it off. Look at it. Look at him.
Ooh. Ah.
Fancy.
Wow.
I'm playing the original FF7.
Okay. That's what's
Solid
up.
choice.
Okay. So there was a NASCAR race in Mexico City, or Mexico City DFA, right? If I say that right.
Question before we get started. Did they have to run the race with as many Mexicans they can get put into that car?
You know, it's shit like that that's going to get us strikes, David.
Exactly. We're fighting for our lives over here, man.
You know, I mean, it's bad enough that we're already being gunned for by certain minority groups and certain special interests. We don't need you helping them out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying. Don't help us out by giving the maximum amount of people the amount of effort and the ammunition needed to sink us. Just don't do that. You're better than that, David. Come on.
I like drilling holes though.
R. Kelly. Okay.
R. Kelly.
This is not a Diddy party. We're not doing that. Don't Diddy my party.
So the Xfinity guys took to the rather large and actually pretty well put together street or road course there in Mexico City. Daniel Suarez, the Mexican driver, hometown boy, won the Xfinity race on Saturday. Very popular win, obviously, with the home crowd there. They managed to put on a really good show, and the course was in amazing shape. So, and I mean, F1 runs there a lot, so I mean, it's a top tier track. I think logistically speaking, for the teams, getting down there on a yearly basis might be a bit of a hurdle. Maybe have that race there every other year, kind of a thing. That would be, I think, more feasible financially for the teams. But on Sunday, the Cup guys ran, and that was a good race. You saw a lot of guys coming out and just swinging for the fences. A lot of differing pit strategies, tire strategies, fuel strategies. People trying to stack playoff points, things like that. But Shane Van Gisbergen, the Kiwi from New Zealand, the supercars, three-time supercars champion from that area of the world, road course specialist. That's all they run there is road courses. He was the class of the field for most of the day. He was actually sick coming into that race on Sunday. He said he had to take some medicine, and but by his own admission during his post-race interview, immediately after he got out of the car, he said he was, quote, leaking from both holes. Right. Like, okay, sure. But the guy just absolutely just shattered the win margin record. I believe, let me get in here. Win margin was 16.567 seconds. The previous record was held by Kyle Larson by just over 9 seconds at Bristol earlier in the year. So I'm like, damn. He led for 60 laps. It was a 100 lap race. So, but yeah, dude, he that was the definition. That was the quintessential woodshed whooping right there. They thought he was going to be close on fuel. His crew chief told him, like, hey, I'm going to need you to slow down and conserve some fuel or whatever. He came back and said, quit telling me to slow down. Because he was establishing a rhythm, hitting his corners, using the braking zone. He wasn't using the brakes up a ton on his car because he was allowing the clutch to engine brake for him. So he was saving his equipment and really taking care of the car, because even when the field was bunched up, he made sure that there was a space around him so that way he didn't beat his car all to hell. I mean, because he was like, when he would have to back up, he would miss a corner, or he would enter a corner wrong, or he would accelerate too soon or too late, and he would lose momentum, and it would take him a couple of turns to get back into his line, kind of a thing. So he was just like, screw it. Don't tell me to slow down. I'm going to run my race. I'll make sure that the car gets there. And he did too. Boy, and I'm telling you, the burnout that he put on right there at the stadium turns, that was pretty wild. Something that you don't normally see. Roman Anthony, the number 1 overall prospect, Major League Baseball, who plays for the Boston Red Sox now, just got his first career home run in Seattle. So good for him. But yeah, they had a podium finish. So they, as opposed to just having victory lane for the winner, they actually gave out trophies and medals to the top 3, just like they would normally do for like an F1 event. They played the American national anthem because second and third place drivers were American. And then they played the New Zealand national anthem for Shane Van Gisbergen, who is obviously, as I mentioned before, from New Zealand. So that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that race. It was really, really, really well done. So let me see here. The truck guys, everybody's going to Pocono this weekend. Pocono, Long Pond, Pennsylvania. So the truck guys are going to be there. It's a triple header weekend for NASCAR at the Pocono Raceway. The Cup guys are going to be this Sunday, June 22nd at 1:00 Central Time. It is the Great American Getaway 400 presented by visitpa.com. It is going to be 160 laps, 400 miles. Again, it will be on Prime. It will also be on MRN, the Motor Racing Network, your SiriusXM channel 90, or your SiriusXM app on your favorite mobile devices, and you can also get driver feeds on Max through the streaming platform Max. So that's going to be something that I think I'm going to check out. Probably pull that up on like my iPad and set it down while I'm trying to watch the race on Prime, just to kind of get that in-car audio, which if you ever have the opportunity to get a scanner or listen to a driver feed during a race, it just adds a whole new level, a whole new dimension to enjoying that content. But sometimes, depending on who the driver is, it's fucking hilarious. Like Dale Earnhardt Jr., whenever he used to be a driver, like his feed was just prime content right there. So,
what does he usually say in that?
What do you mean?
I mean, you said it's prime content, but what
well, okay. So when you're listening to the in-car audio, so you're basically sitting in their office, right? Lack of a better term.
Yeah.
You're getting to listen to pit strategies. You get to drivers giving the crew chief feedback, what the car is doing, how's it performing, where is it loose, where is it tight, how's it responding to the corners. Crew chief is giving him, hey, look, we're going to make adjustments here. Next time you come in, you've got this many laps to go until we pit. They're going to count them down on pit lane so they hit their pit box correctly. You're going to hear the spotter talking to the driver, letting him know where other cars are in relation to him, whether they're inside, outside, on their door, bumper clear, how many back, what their lap times are. how far back they are from the leaders, that kind of is, any information that can be exchanged, you're going to be able to hear that via the in-car audio feeds, and it allows you to further appreciate the race for what it is, more than just driving fast and turning left. It's all about trying to get that car dialed in as much as possible and allowing that driver to put that car where he needs to put it in order to make passes on the track to get to the front and ultimately try to win. So when you go to the racetrack, you can rent a scanner or you can buy a scanner prior to or even at the track itself. And every radio frequency that's out there for any team, as well as NASCAR officials and the NASCAR scoring booth, is available to be heard. So you can listen to that during the race live as it's occurring. So it's not like a time delay where you would experience for like an internet app. So, I mean, if you're there with the actual scanner, you're hearing it in real time. So, I know if I remember right, Chris, I let you listen to Kyle Larson's feed a little bit during that race. Yeah. So, I mean, that was actually like really cool. Cause I mean, you can hear him conversing with the crew chief talking about, this is what the car is doing. Here's where we're at, and like, oh, hey, I'm tight here. I'm loose on, tight off, that kind of a thing. So they're able to make adjustments to those cars,
split times and all that and everything.
Oh yes. I mean, anything from track bar adjustments to making air pressure adjustments on the tires. And because they run nitrogen in those tires, it's got no moisture content in it at all, as opposed to, compressed air. So they have formulas that they can plug in. They know exactly how much those pressures are going to come up with each degree that tire goes up in temperature. So, and then they're going to be able to control rebound rate on springs and things like that, and put wedge in the car and stuff like that. So anything and everything that they can do possibly to adjust the handling on that car, everything, including the driver having a brake bias knob on his dashboard to control how much brake goes to the front or the back, will affect the handling of those cars. And they discuss every bit of that on the radio. So what's funny?
Like, it's great being when it's even, you're sitting in your living room and getting it. That's cool. But while we were actually there, that was like a whole other.
There's a whole other level.
Oh, right? Yeah. Whole other level.
I'm laughing at William Shatner.
Oh Lord, what is he doing?
Careful. Tread lightly, my friend.
No, I'm reading his X, and he repost the Mel Brooks Spaceballs 2 trailer. And he's like, took you long enough, a person could die waiting for your sequel schedule.
I love that, man.
That's great.
Okay, so you saw the teaser trailer where he had the scrolling credits, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he bagged on Marvel, bagged on DC both times. He even bagged on Star Wars. I'm like, whoa. Yeah. But
love to see it.
But no, they're shooting his scenes right now, and they're trying to do it as fast as possible.
Well, yeah, I mean,
and they got Rick Moranis to come back.
Rick Moranis, Dark Helmet himself. And what I think is funny is that Lewis Pullman, Bill Pullman's son, is going to be in the movie.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Bill Pullman is coming back as Lone Star.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be so great.
I mean, what year is it? I mean, we're getting Naked Gun. A couple more years.
Naked Gun is going to be so good.
We're going to get Spaceballs, the sequel.
I think Naked Gun's coming out later this year. Spaceballs isn't going to come out until 2027. So, I mean,
yeah.
But hey, take your time on it. We want it done right. So,
yeah, it's good stuff.
I mean, all hail Mel Brooks. I mean, he was able to pull off what even Ryan Reynolds wasn't able to do, which is get Rick Moranis to come out of retirement.
Yeah.
So,
like, they couldn't even get him to come out for Ghostbusters, which
amazed
me. That was very surprising.
Yeah, so but I don't know. Tomorrow night, Mindy and I are taking all of the boys to a Space Cowboys game. So
Mindy's
that'll be a
coming?
plus. Yeah, I mean, she's coming. And then I don't know. For the rest of the week, now programming note though on the what is it? Let me look at the schedule here. The 30th of this month.
Mhm.
Colin and I will not be on the show because we are going to be doing a mission trip for the church. And we're going to be in Abilene until the 3rd.
Yep.
Good luck with that.
Yep.
I keep telling him, it's a good thing. So, but he didn't really have a choice. He was voluntold. So,
Yeah, but the thing that really pissed me off was that it was stated as a question.
see, you get to pull that crap when you become a dad. So,
Do you want to go? It would be a good thing for you to go.
Well, just don't take a big wolf of the area when there's high winds. It's a lot of pig farms.
Oh, yeah, dude. Minty was like, well, at least it's not manual labor. And then we were told it was going to be manual labor.
yeah. Well, we're going to be packing pallets and sending them off for humanitarian relief. So,
Oh,
yeah. I mean, and we were told bring swim gear, right? But our group is going to be returning the day before they hit the pool. And I'm like, you know what? That's fine. I would rather be home anyway, because I don't care what time we get back, but when we do get back, I'm immediately taking the stencil that I'm going to use my my Cricut machine, and I'm going to cut a stencil in the shape of a star. I'm getting white chalk paint, and I'm going to turn my yard into a star-spangled landscape. It's going to be friggin' awesome for the 4th.
Hell yeah! I already got a American flag cowboy hat.
Nice,
Dude.
Yeah.
You gotta check this out. Hold on, y'all keep like it looks cool.
Okay.
I got vetoed. We were walking around Walmart and I saw one of those and I was like, huh? And she goes, no, that will not be seen out in public. Like,
Well,
it's like, that's un-American.
this is my new Magellan shirt that I'm wearing for the 4th.
Nice.
I even asked her about the what do you call them? I've seen them on TikTok all over the place. They're like the
the coveralls.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
She said.
I told Mindy I wanted one of those.
completely
I'm like, I will straight rock those with some flip flops
right.
and a banana hammock if I have to.
Nope.
I said I need one of those. Right?
That's I'm straight up wearing my cowboy boots. Got to.
You have to.
Nope. I got shut down.
That's tragic, man. That's
It
tragic.
is. It is.
And let me see here. I don't have any other news. David, did you go back and listen to the celebrity voiceover we had for the send off last week?
Yeah.
You did? What'd you think? Was it good?
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, it was still
all right.
AI, but it was cool.
You know what? Fuck you. Okay. Try to do good things for this show. All you do is piss all over it. What the hell?
Oh, you know what? Fuck yeah, you can have your opinion.
Or you think we got the clout to pull the president of the United States? No, we don't. We don't even have so much as we don't even have enough clout to pull former Energy Secretary Rick Perry, for crying out loud. So, come on.
We're in the same state.
Yeah, we're in the same state.
We
We
don't
can't pull anybody. We can't get donut operator. Hell, we can't get angry cops. We can't even get the fat electrician to come on and say hi. Can't. Just don't. We can't.
I could
And
probably,
you're gonna piss and moan because it's still AI. Well, no shit, Sherlock.
I could probably pull the guy from Naked and what's that? Naked and Afraid? Discussing Justin.
Yeah, I don't know who that
Governor.
is because I don't watch that show.
Chris.
Justin Governor.
Yeah. What was he on?
You saw? Oh, yeah, he was
It'd
on.
be cool if we
Naked
got
After-
the Scott Fitness guy on
He's-
here. You know, the
He's also.
Oh
going
yeah,
to be
dude,
on-
I would love to have Scotty K Fitness on here. That'd be fucking great.
Well,
We could all
he's-
unanimously say fuck
Hold on,
V Shred.
hold on.
Okay,
Chris,
but
what was
no. Did you see the video he put out?
the new one?
Yeah, and I think a lot of that, you know what, the jury's still out on that. I am not willing to pass judgment or praise anything because a lot of what is being put out there by the media, dude, they want to make you think like LA is on fire, like it's contained to a specific area of town.
Right, but did you listen to the whole video?
I haven't yet because I was starting to watch it a little bit before we came on, and I ran out of time, so I've got to go back and look at it
He
again.
was speaking out against all of the deportations, that it's inhumane and all of this. Like he went
Oh,
anti.
well, then we
Anti-vax.
will have to address that.
Yeah, that was
But seriously, still fuck V Shred, you know, that guy
absolutely
sucks.
fucking.
Yeah.
So, but
Here's
you know, without go ahead,
Just
go ahead.
Fireball, did you
Here's
saw
another thing I just found. Israel military struck an Iranian state TV studio while live on air.
Yeah,
I think the second bombing is hilarious because it's not in like that context, but in like in like, you know, I don't know how America got put into this, but it's just, Twitter has been losing their mind. They're just like, what did we do? Like, why are you bringing us into this?
well, that's because Iran decided to pick on our bases in Iraq.
Yeah.
I mean, all we're doing is just shooting down their drones. That's all we're doing.
Oh, did y'all catch the Army 250th anniversary parade?
I did not, but I do know that my my alma mater, No Slack, was there as a participant, and I
Yeah.
do understand that the United States Army as a whole needs to take a remedial class in drill and ceremony.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought airmen were about the most unmarchingest fucks in the world, but you know, hey, there's that.
It was kind of cool to see the mass swearing in ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
yeah. My dad said he even went back and like played it back a little bit so that way he could say that he took the oath to the voice of Donald J. Trump. And I was like, you know what, I might have to do that. So
Yeah.
because anybody who knows that oath does not have an expiration date.
Nope.
So, but with that all being said, David, do we have your blessings to use the obvious AI version of our esteemed and honorable president to send us off for the evening?
No, you can't do it.
Oh, too fucking bad. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been privy.
No,
You have become indentured.
Johnny.
This what?
I'm being serious. Don't use it because there's still laws being enacted right now from the state of Texas, enacted from the state of Texas, that if you use a political person for AI,
That
so
doesn't
no,
apply to us. No, that doesn't apply to us. That
Are
is
you sure?
only applicable to politicians themselves.
Ooh, Chris
That
coming
does
in
not
from
apply to
the
us.
top rope.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, angry faithful of all ages, you have become privy. Dare I say, you have become indentured. Your souls, your ears, and your morality has become collateral damage. This has been Nerd Sports episode 216. I am your host, Johnny Skelton.
I'm David Diggerman.
I am Chris Mountain Man Jacka.
I'm Colin Skelton.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, our artificially generated, that's a disclaimer, POTUS. Take it away.
There was once a pirate, wonderful pirate. He was a terror on the high seas and a demon in the sheets. A credit to lesbians everywhere, really, a great lesbian pirate. Her name was Bearded Clam. She really was wonderful. Anyway, as she used to say, as she plundered both booty and pussy, scissor me timbers.
Arr.